Right. Any doubts in last class? Auto scaling, fault tolerance, horizontal scaling.
I tried yesterday and it works for me, Arvind.
Okay.
I
Right.
created load balancer, the launch template, and then add those templates to the auto scaling groups.
About scale down?
I'm sorry.
Scale down. Have you tried scale down?
Scale down. Yeah, I created scale down as well. It works for me. Scale
Hmm.
down, I reduce to 10% or something. And
Okay.
then it works.
Okay, fine. Right. Now, next
It's
service.
actually delete the fourth instance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next one. Simple storage service. So service name is S3. S3 stands for simple storage service. So the name itself telling it is storage related service. We know Google Drive, right? In Google Drive, like what can we do with Google Drive? What can we
Hi,
store?
Arvind. Sorry to step in here. The date showing June 10, I'm not sure why in your calendar.
No, no. It is June 25th here.
Yeah, yes.
Done. Wait, let me see here.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the date, I guess.
Yes. Okay. So Google Drive is a storage, right? It is an object based storage. What can we do with Google Drive? Like, what can we store? Uh, Google Drive means it is a storage provided by Google company. Have you ever created Gmail accounts?
Yes.
Okay. If you create Gmail account, you can find a storage from Google, that is Google Drive. Okay. Once try Google Drive, there you can upload videos, photos also. If at all you didn't try. Hmm. Cannot install OS. Can we install operating system?
No.
We cannot install operating system. But what can we do? We can upload photos, videos, files, all kind of these are called as like objects, object based storage. Means photos, videos, documents, all these are objects. We can only store objects inside Google Drive, but you cannot install any operating system. So even OneDrive, iCloud, OneDrive is cloud storage provided by Microsoft company. iCloud is a cloud storage provided by Apple, where you can store your objects like photos, videos, files, any documents. Just like Google Drive, OneDrive, iCloud, we have a service in AWS called S3. In S3 also, we can store photos, we can store videos, we can store files or documents, but we cannot install operating system. Understood the overall idea?
Does it mean it's similar to EBS?
No, it is not similar to EBS. EBS is, wait, you'll understand. Let me finish this slide. You will understand by this.
Yeah.
Okay. S3 is very secured. Why we are calling secured means if you store any objects inside S3, objects means photos or videos, something like any documents, if you store, that is highly secured. No one can steal your data. And it is highly durable. Durable means the data will be long lasted, like until you delete it manually, until you delete it intentionally, you will never lose the data. And it is highly scalable. Highly scalable means You can store as much as data you want. There is no limitation. You can upload 1 GB, 10 GB, 100, 1000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, like terabytes, petabytes of data you can upload. There is no restrictions. So it is highly scalable. In EBS, can you upload the data like that without any limitations?
No, it comes with the particular storage.
General purpose means you have to take from minimum 16 terabytes to like some limitations there, right? 64
Yeah.
terabytes. Provision means from here to there. Magnetic means 1 to this 64 terabytes like that. And that too, there, uh, the data, the volume which we create is reserved. Means if you create 8 GB storage, so you are means you are reserving 8 GB from AWS. Though you are not utilizing 8 GB completely, you might use only 2 GB, but you have to pay money for 8 GB, right? But in S3, it's not like that. You're not creating any storage for some particular 10 GB, 20 GB. You can upload as much as data you want. If you uploaded one movie, that movie size is 1 GB, then for this 1 month, they will charge the bill only for 1 GB. Again, you uploaded some photos, it is around 500 MB, then they will charge for only 500 MB. S3 service is easy to use with a simple web service interface to store and retrieve the data from anywhere on the web. Have you ever uploaded for, okay, you don't know Google Drive, right? Once you try Google Drive, if at all you didn't access Google Drive, it is very simple Google Drive. Just like Google Drive, S3 is also having very simple web service interface. S3 is an object-based storage and it is a safe place to store your files. The individual file size can be from 0 bytes to 5 terabytes. It's an individual file size, not the overall size they are giving. It is the individual. Like you have uploaded one movie, that movie size is 3 terabytes. Again, you want to upload another movie that is 4 terabytes. You want to upload another movie that is 1 terabyte. And like individually, maximum size is 5 TB. But overall, you can upload unlimited. And if you're uploading the files from command prompt, command line interface, then maximum file size is 5 GB. Like how to create infrastructure from command line, that I'll show you in IAM service. And it is providing you unlimited storage. Objects are stored inside buckets. So in S3 service, you cannot upload the objects directly. First of all, we have to create some buckets. So the buckets are kind of folders. It's not folder, but you can assume it is just like a folder. So first you have to create the bucket. Inside the buckets, we have to upload the objects. Objects could be files, documents, pictures, anything. Maximum, we can create only 100 buckets in any AWS account. What if you need more than 100 buckets? Then you have to raise request to the customer care, customer support in AWS. They will increase the limit up to maximum 1000. Any questions?
Uploading to S3, I guess it's free, right? No charges, correct? When you download, you will get hit with the billings, correct?
You mean if we upload the data in S3, no charges? You're
Yeah,
saying? No, no,
yeah.
no.
This is how I understood.
No,
You
no,
can
no.
upload any amount of data, but when you try to
No,
access those data,
no,
you will
no.
get the bill.
That is wrong. S3 is chargeable. I'll show you how they will charge also after 10 minutes. So S3 bucket names must be unique. So I want to create one S3 bucket. For example, I have given the bucket name as AWS 9 p.m. Then nobody can use that name to create an S3 bucket, even in your AWS account. Uh, Across all AWS accounts, see, like across the globe, we have some millions of AWS accounts. But if I created one bucket with AWS 9 p.m., then nobody can use that name because bucket names must be unique. Next, S3 storage classes. We have different types of S3 storage classes. Can you tell different types of EBS volumes? What are the different EBS volumes we have? Anyone remember? General purpose, GP2, GP3, provisioned IOPS, IO1, IO2, throughput optimized, cold, magnetic. Okay, you have to remember these things. Next, coming to S3 storage classes also, we have different types of storage classes. The default one is S3 standard. S3 standard is a default storage class. What does it mean? Default means if I upload any object in S3 bucket, then that object will be uploaded in S3 standard storage class. Even if you don't tell anything specifically, by default, the objects will be uploaded into S3 standard storage class. And here it will be giving you 99.99% availability. What does it mean? It means you have uploaded some objects. Now you want to access that objects. So the accessibility, the availability of that objects will be like 99.99%. So this is not given just randomly by myself while preparing the PPT. So these are the digits after dot two decimals, after dot three decimals. Like these are given by AWS officially in official document also. You can verify that. So here the availability of S3 standard storage class is 99.99% availability. That is the reason cost also very high if you upload something in S3 standard and if you want to access. Then next one is S3 intelligent tiering. This storage class is cost high compared to S3 standard. This is like slightly high. Here also availability like very high. The next one is S3 standard IA. Standard IA means I stands for infrequent, A stands for access. S3 standard infrequent access. Okay, S3 standard IS storage class. Here also you will be having 99.99% availability and cost is less compared to S3 standard. Why the cost is less? Because this is like storage class itself infrequent access to storage class. I'll tell you one example. We know CC camera footages like in traffic signals on roads everywhere CC cameras will be there, right? So this CC camera will capture the data and it has to store the data, right? If it is not storing the data, then there is no meaning of keeping the CC cameras. Because if why do we keep CC camera? If you want to see something like which is happened like yesterday or sometime back, day before yesterday, 1 month back, 1 year back, if you want to know what happened, then you need a footage. So definitely this camera has to store the data somewhere. You will be seeing like some hundreds of CC cameras on the roads and that will be capturing the data 24 by 7 without any break. That means huge data like terabytes of data, like petabytes of data. So this much of data you can't upload in hard disk, external hard disk, because you need to buy every day one hard disk. Like each hard disk will be like some $100, $500 will be there each hard disk. So we can't spend for the storage purpose hard disk physical devices. What we do generally, we upload this data into cloud. Okay. Now next point here, the CC camera which is capturing the footage which captured yesterday, day before yesterday, or last week or today, having more priority, or the footage which is from 5 years back will have more priority. Which one is used? 5 years back footage or like recent 1 week back footage? Most accessed data.
Recent.
The recent one.
Definitely we access recent one. But that doesn't mean you have to delete like 1 year back data or 2 years back data, because you don't know at what time what requirement may come. Suddenly some police investigation might happen. Here we need some footages, means you should not tell like uh, the data is deleted. So this example is not only for CC camera, for traffic signal. This could be for any organization, any data. Even if you take hospital management, like in hospital also, patient's detail will be stored in the database. Even if you go after 3 years, the hospital will have your database, like your name, your patient name, like when did they admit, what is the treatment. So basically they will not delete the data. And here the most recent data only accessed frequently, and the old data will be not accessed frequently, correct? So here the data which you don't access frequently means infrequent kind of data, like 1 year back data. So even if you don't access 1 year back data frequently, but still you need it, still you need that data, but you will not access frequently. So that kind of data you can upload in S3 standard IA, standard infrequent access. Because here we don't access that free data frequently, right? 1 year back data. The data which is accessed frequently, like today's data, yesterday's, like the recent data, that you have to store in S3 standard, S3 intelligent in these classes. And next comes one zone infrequent access. Again, if you have very old data, like 2 years back data, like which you will be not accessing uh, regularly, very rarely, like once in a year you will be accessing maybe. So that kind of data you can upload in one zone infrequent access. Here the cost is again less. And the other one is S3 glacier instant retrieval. So this storage class also, the price is very less. It will also store very old data. And the final one is S3 Glacier Flexible Retrieval. This is like decades of data, like 10 years back data, 20 years back data, which you will never access, but you need the data. That kind of data you can store in Glacier Flexible Retrieval. If you want to, for example, if you want to retrieve the data, you need to wait for at least 4 minutes to 1 hour. You can't access the data immediately. Means here accessibility, that features are reducing, means price will also reduce. If you're traveling by train, if you go passenger in a train, there are different compartments: sleeper, passenger, one tier AC, two tier AC, three tier AC. The train will reach the same destination. Everyone will go to the same destination in same time, but price varies for sleeper, passenger, one tier, two tier, three tier. Why? Because different compartments providing different features. Similarly, here all the storage classes are meant for storing the data only. You can store the data in any storage class, but how frequently you can access the data, like how the accessibility wise, availability wise, the variation is there. So accordingly, the prices also varies here. Now let me show you how to estimate the prices. For that, we have an official calculator provided by AWS, that is AWS pricing calculator. Not only for S3, you are preparing some solutions for some services. If you want to use some services in your project, blindly you should not create that services. First, you need to get some estimation. If you want to use this service, how much bills you will be getting. So that estimation you can do from this website, calculator.aws. Now, click on create estimate, region. I want to create S3 bucket in Tokyo region. So some prices will be varied on region to region. Mostly it will be same, but slight variation will be there in region to region. Okay, in Tokyo region, I want to create S3 bucket. So choose which service. S3 is Amazon Simple Storage Service configure. Okay. For example, I have 500 GB data. This traffic signal, CC cameras, these CC cameras capturing the data, like let's say it is having 500 GB. So that 500 GB data I'm storing in S3 standard storage class. S3 standard means for the first one, the default one. If you upload 500 GB data in S3 standard, what will be the pricing? Total monthly cost $12.5. $12.5 per month if you store this 500 GB in S3 standard. Let me write this. No, 12.5 USD. The next.
This is for storing as well as accessing, or just for
Yes,
storing?
yes, storing, accessing completely. If your data is in S3 standard, 500 GB per month, you need GB per month. Okay, that is $12.5. And the same 500 GB data if you upload in S3 intelligent tiering. It is slightly high, I told, right? $12.58. Then S3 standard infrequent access storage class. Do you think the price will be more than the first two or less than the first two?
Less than the first two.
$6.9 because the features are reducing. So the price also reduced. And S3 Glacier, we'll go with S3 one zone first. S3 one zone infrequent access, 5.5 USD. S3 Glacier, flexible retrieval, 2.26. And this one, this is the last and final one, S3 Glacier Deep Archive. How much it increased? In my last batch, when I have shown this, it was only $0.50. Now they have increased to $1.01 for same 500 GB. Do you think the price is less or more to store this 500 GB per month?
Yeah, it's reasonable, right?
Since it
Compared
is
to our physical servers, it would be a bit cheaper.
no, not to compare with physical servers. Let's compare with EBS volumes only, general purpose provisioned IPS. You will be having a clear idea then. You might think, why Arvind, why to upload in S3 storage class only? We can upload in general purpose in our servers also, right? In our root volume also, you can store the data. In our provisioned IPS also, EBS we can store. Now you will be understanding. Region, we'll go Tokyo. General purpose, GP2, if it is 500 GB. What is the price for GP2?
89.
GP3, 77.49. $322.49. Next one, IO2 also same. Throughput optimized. 17.49. Why throughput optimized is very less? Why this much?
HDD, it's not
Yes,
SSD.
correct. Cold 12.99 and magnetic 20.74. I told you, right? General purpose and provisioned IOPS are SSD volumes, throughput optimized cold and magnetic or HDD volumes. You can see the price variation, right? Clearly, even though all those are EBS volumes. Here, like 89, 7.
Magnetic is HDD.
No, that is
Magnetic
all.
volume.
Yeah. This one also HDD. All these three are HDD.
Okay.
These three are HDD. Last one is magnetic.
Magnetic is other than HDD and SDD.
This
So
one,
magnetic is a separate class.
no, magnetic. These three are HDD.
Okay.
Okay. And the first two are SSD. Now tell me, where to store the data? Which one is better option? Is it to store in EBS volumes or S3 storage classes?
S3.
Yes,
Yes,
three.
S3.
See,
Now,
in
so
general,
it's change in the cost. What's the main difference between S3 and EBS at very high level?
S3 is object-based storage. It is purely object-based storage.
Everything's okay.
Object-based storage is example you can compare with Google Drive. Only photos, videos. I told you, right? Photos, videos, document. These things only can upload. But you cannot install operating system. Now coming to here, in GP2, can you install OS?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you upload photos? I mean, like data, like photos,
Yeah,
video,
we can.
files. It's like C drive, I told, right? Even
Yes, yes.
GP3 also you can upload, you can install OS, same photos, videos, documents. Now, this one, provisioned IOPS, IO1, IO2 also same, you can install OS. Here also you can install OS and you can upload photos, videos, documents. But these three, not these, just these two, cold and throughput optimized. These are purely object based.
Like object.
This is also object based. Means these two volumes are not supported for installing OS. Understood?
So IO base. Can you put on the name of that?
Which one?
The two object based one.
Okay.
They are HDD IO optimized, right? Throughput.
Optimized. And the next one is whole. Okay. This one is, you can call it as magnetic or standard.
And they are HDD, right? All these three.
Yeah. All here HDD. Now let's do practical. Creating S3 buckets and all. Search for S3. S3 is scalable storage in the cloud. Means scalable means you can store the data and the data can be like scalable. No limitations, no restrictions. What I told, we cannot upload the data directly in S3. We have to create the buckets, I told, right? So first you need to create the buckets. Click on create bucket. Right now we are in Tokyo region. Means in Tokyo region, we are creating a bucket. Bucket type, general purpose bucket, directory bucket. So generally we create this one only, general purpose bucket. The main difference is here, this data will be available in multiple availability zones here. That means the S3 buckets will be created in multiple availability zones within Tokyo. Here, data available within a single availability zone. This is the main difference. Next, bucket name. You give any name. Let's give AWS 9 PM. Then object ownership. Here ACLs. ACLs stands for access control.
Control list.
So these are like permissions. ACLs are like permissions. So we have basically bucket permissions and object based object permissions. What does it mean?
You mean for folders, permission to folders, right? Whatever folders or data inside S3, we can give permission to that, specific permission.
See, this is one S3 bucket. Inside S3 bucket, we can upload objects, right? So you can give permission. This first, while creating bucket, there are two options. Whether you want to create this bucket public or you want to create this bucket as private. If you have created the bucket public, then objects can be uploaded and visible. We can upload the objects easily. But if it is private, only the bucket owner can upload. And these objects also public and objects can be private. These public, private, these permissions, basically we define with access control list, ACLs. Let me show you. Object ownership, ACLs, access control list I'm enabling. So that means objects in this bucket can be owned by other AWS accounts access to this bucket and its objects can be specified using ACLs. Means I have uploaded some objects in my bucket. So those objects can be accessed by other AWS accounts as well. And they can access using some specified ACLs. If you select this one, then only this bucket owner, like see, all objects in this bucket are owned by this account only. Other accounts, other AWS accounts cannot access these objects. Understood the main difference? ACLs disable means only the Arvind Trainings account can access. ACLs enabled means like even other AWS accounts also can access. Next, block public access settings for this bucket. And the block all public access checkbox is selected. That means my bucket is by default private. See, it is blocking all the public access. Blocking all the public access means what? Private only, right?
Yeah.
So I'm removing this checkbox. Why? Because I want to create my bucket with public permissions. So I have removed this checkbox and I'm acknowledging it. Then finally click on create bucket. Now it will throw an error. Failed to create bucket. The specified bucket name is already taken because someone has used this name already. I don't know who, like from which country, where we don't know, but somebody has already created a bucket with this name. Can anyone just give me any random name? Let's try. Any name you give, I'll try.
Web application.
See, this is also already taken. It's a bucket with the same name already exists. Somebody already created. Bucket names must be unique across the globe.
So we can use special characters. Can we use?
See, this is also already used. Okay, let me create like this. My first bucket AWS 9 p.m. class. Bucket names must be minimum 3 to 63 characters and unique within the global namespace, not within the account. Across the globe namespace. Bucket names must also begin and end with a letter or a number. Characters, alphabets, numbers, and the dots also. Successfully created the bucket, my first bucket AWS 9 p.m. class. Right now I'm inside my bucket. How many objects are there inside this bucket?
0.
0.
Simple. Click on upload. Now I want to upload an object. Add files. I'll upload some objects from my local machine. This PNG format, an image. Bookstore GUI.png. The format of this object is image PNG format, size 17.9 KB. Click on upload. Object uploaded successfully. Now tell me, my bucket is public or private?
It's public, right? When we created.
Yes, my bucket is public. I have uploaded the object. Now, select the object, copy object URL. You can copy either from here or you can click on the object. It will show all the details. See, object URL. Either you can copy from here. Copy. And I'm trying to access this. I'll share this in the chat also. You also try and let me know if it is accessible or not. If you can access the object or not, tell me.
I'm getting some HTML code.
Yeah, access denied, Arvind.
Access denied. Why? What could be the reason?
You have not applied the permissions,
Oh.
right?
Permissions for what?
I mean, this is public, right? It's supposed to be accessible.
Which one is public?
The one that you just created.
The bucket is public, but the objects are private. Is that it?
Very good. Correct. I have created the bucket with public permissions, but what about the object? I have uploaded the object directly. If you upload the object directly, by default, it will be private. Now I need to change the object permissions to public. Okay. So you click on permissions, edit. Everyone, public access. Now I'm giving read access for everyone. Acknowledge it and click on save changes. Now refresh.
I can access it. Bookstore.
It's working.
It's working, right? So it is accessible for everyone.
Likewise, we can access and files as well, right?
Yes, yes. See here, even you can copy the URL from here, open the tab, paste the URL, hit enter. Anything will work. Now, if you want to download this object, click on download button. So it is downloaded. Check. Let's see, it is downloaded. Bookstore. If you go to downloads also, you can verify. See here, Bookstore downloaded. Next. If you want to delete, you can click on delete. The objects will be deleted permanently.
If you don't type permanently, it will not delete permanently, or what?
See, if you are typing permanently delete means what? You are deleting it intentionally, right?
Yes.
If you are not typing permanently delete, there is no option to enter that permanently delete. Just by clicking on the delete option, if it is deleting, then that could be accidentally also. So that's why for an extra layer of kind of authentication confirmation kind of, yes. So they will give that option.
This
Now,
can be restored if you want, for example, if you delete it and want to restore it back, we can restore it, right? From a recycle bin or somewhere else.
By default, we cannot restore. For that, we have an option that I'll explain in tomorrow's class. By default, we cannot restore. See, now I can't restore.
I see.
If you want to restore, there is some settings. There is some concept, okay?
Okay.
No, see, I'll upload another object this time. Click on add files. Let's upload, this PNG file. Click on upload. So this time, while uploading itself, I want to give public permissions for the object. Earlier, what we did, we directly clicked on upload. So it uploaded. But this time I want to give public permissions. So grant public read access, acknowledge, upload. Uploaded, right? PNG format, 41 KB, and by default, to which standard, to which storage class uploaded? Standard storage class. Copy. Accessible, right? I've shared this URL also. Please check.
Yeah, it is accessible.
Yes, because bucket is public, object also public, so that anybody in the world can access my data. So if you want to see more details of this object, click on this object. See, object overview. See the properties of object. Object owner, region Tokyo, in date of modification, size of the object, type of the object. This is the key of that object, object URL. See, ARN, Amazon resource name. For every resource, whatever we create in AWS, for each and everything, you will be seeing one ARN. ARN will be like unique. I think I have shown you in SNS also, right? Yesterday, day before yesterday, SNS.
Yeah.
See, similarly, here also with your bucket name, and this is the object name. Then, yeah, permissions, like all the object details you can see here. If you click here again, it will go back to bucket. Here, bucket properties, bucket permissions. All these options are belonging to bucket. Object related means click on object. Now these are object related, object properties, object permissions, object versions. Now if you want to open this object directly, you need to click on open. This object got open. There is a difference. Let me explain you that one also. I'll upload another object. Upload, add files. I'm uploading this object. It is also an image, PNG format, upload. While uploading itself, I want to choose my storage class. So if we don't choose anything, this object is uploading in which storage class?
Standard.
Standard.
Yes. So I feel like this object is not used like regularly. This is like, just assume this is like 10 GB. Why to upload 10 GB data in standard storage class? I don't want to waste my unnecessary like billing. So then I can change my storage class. Go to properties. Instead of standard, let's go with standard IA and click on upload. This time, if you observe, object name r53.png, right? So r53.png, it is uploaded to standard IS storage class, because while uploading itself, we have specified the storage class. And do you think this object is public or private?
It's private.
It's private. Now, can we able to access this?
Not as, but not as.
Is it accessible?
So when we change the class other than a standard, it will store in a private, right? It become a private.
No, 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 no. No.
By
There is
default, it's created as a private, and then we have
Yeah.
to give as public if we want to give access to others, right?
yes. If you don't specify anything, then by default, objects are uploaded in private mode. Understood, Masood?
Yeah. We need to change that to public from the permission side, right?
By default, objects will be uploaded as private, and by default, objects will be uploaded in standard storage class. So this time I have specified standard IA storage class. That's all.
Yeah.
So that's why it is uploaded in standard IA, but it is
It's private.
still private only. Were you able to access you all? I've shared the link. See,
No, we're
object
getting
is,
access denied.
object is public or private?
Private object.
Private
By
object.
default, private.
By default, private. So you people able to access? Were you people able to access?
No.
Whether I am able to access?
No.
Then what is the difference here? Who is the object owner? Am I the object owner or not?
Yes.
So at least the object owner should be able to access, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, if I am also not able to access, then what is the purpose? Correct or not? I am keeping private means what? Nobody should access. Only I myself should access. As an object owner, I should access. But here still, I'm not able to access. Access denied. Why? Why? Because see, how does it know? See, I am also browsing using this URL only. You people also browsing using this URL only. How does my browser knows Arvind is accessing or Mrudanya accessing or Masood accessing? How does it know? Tell me. Simple logic or not?
Yeah.
URL is common for everyone or not?
Yes,
It is common.
It is common. Then how does the browser knows I should show that object only to Arvind? I should not show to rest of the world. How does it know? Are you getting my point? If we are using same object URL, how does it identify I should show that object only to Arvind and I should not show to rest of the people? How it can identify?
Through permissions, right?
How does it know? Permissions means what? How does it know? So I'm copying this object URL and pasting in the browser. How does my browser know Arvind only typing or Masood typing or I am typing? How does it know?
Maybe if we open through that open button, would it
Correct.
launch? Okay.
That is the correct answer. See, copy URL. So the copy URL means this one. It will give you this URL. This URL is common for everyone. So what is this URL? HTTPS port my first bucket AWS 9 p.m. class. This is the bucket name and S3
Yes.
service. And this is the region AP Northeast 1 region, Amazon AWS.com. And here is the object name. So generally the URL will be in this format. For any object, the URL will be in this format. So this is the common URL. But now if as an object owner, I want to read the object, I want to access the object, then you click on this open button directly. I can able to access it right now.
Yeah.
So I'll show you the difference. So I'm copying the URL. Do you think the URL will be same?
Did you post it? You pasted here? Oh,
Is it same?
No, it's different.
So it create one token with some encryption. Okay, so it clearly tells I'm accessing from my AWS account after logging in. It has everything, the information which we cannot understand. This is like completely encrypted. See, credential. So means from my account with my credentials, I'm accessing the object. That credentials also encrypted here. So that it clearly knows, okay, Arvind only accessing. Like how does it know Arvind only accessing? Because I'm specifying right here my credentials also. That's why it is displaying. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it simple to upload the objects or not?
yes. But I mean, in the long term, I believe this has to be connected with the APIs, right? So the data should have a workflow so that the S3 will be uploaded directly, right? For example, day-to-day activities we are performing, right? So storage need to be updated as well, same time, right? For example, 10 people are accessing a few databases or EC2 servers, and those data on a daily basis, it has to be updated in S3, right? Somewhere.
See, it is not same in everywhere, every project. Whatever you are saying, so it is not common for everywhere in all the projects. So what is the purpose of S3 first of all? The purpose of S3 is to store the
Yes.
objects. So this is the basic thing. So,
Yes.
so creation of bucket, uploading objects, giving public permissions, private permissions. This is the basic thing. On top of that, whatever you do, that is based on the requirement. Okay.
Yes.
So what generally, why do we use S3 buckets? Let me give you one scenario. In our project, we are working on some banking application. So that banking, let's say that banking application is running on 100 servers. So every day some when we start the application, like the logs will be for every request. For every request, the logs will be generated. So these logs will
Yeah.
be some like huge number of data like size 10 GB every day, 20 GB, 30 GB, or some 50 GB. So you cannot upload if this like these logs are generated in our EC2 instances only, right? In our application
Yeah.
running on EC2 instance. So if the logs are stored in our EC2 instance, that means what? That logs are stored in EBS volume. EC2 means what? Inside EC2 will
Yeah.
be EBS
ABS.
volume. So our EBS volume will be storage will be filled. If EBS storage is getting filled, like definitely the pricing will be more, right? I have shown here.
Yeah.
EBS prices are
Yeah,
like
because we need to increase the size. Yeah.
even if you increase the size, money, who will pay the money? Client has to pay
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
Why he will pay unnecessarily these many dollars? See
So
here,
idea here is to move everything to S3.
correct. So those logs are like uh, not frequently used. And see, yesterday's log, 1 month back log, like these logs are not required, right, for you daily to access.
Yeah.
You don't need to store. Just I'm giving one example of logs, but not only logs. There are many other things just like logs, which you want to store. That doesn't need to store in your EBS. Why? Because you have to pay unnecessary billings per month here.
Yeah.
That kind of data you can move to S3 bucket. Okay. Yeah, you need to connect EC2 instance with S3 bucket and you can push the logs.
Yeah. If someone want to access the previous 6 months data, then they can go and access from
Yes,
S3 instead of accessing from EBS.
yes. So like that, different scenarios are there to work with S3. No, okay, now I'll show you how to delete the bucket. Select the bucket, click on delete. It's a very simple options. I have told you, right? Just like how you work with Google Drive, similarly, you can work with S3 also. First, you need to delete the objects. See, I'm emptying the bucket. Then only you can delete the bucket. See, but successfully emptied bucket means bucket is empty now. Now we can delete the bucket.
First,
Type
we need to delete the objects.
yes.
Right.
First, you need to delete the objects. Successfully deleted bucket. I'll show you one more bucket creation. Create bucket. Just choose general purpose bucket name. Second AWS DevOps bucket. Yeah. So bucket names must be unique. No problem if you give some lengthy name also. Otherwise, every time it will throw bucket name exists, bucket name exists. Waste of time. ACLs enabled. This time, let's create a bucket with private permissions only. I'm not unchecking this. That means blocking all public access. Blocking all public access means what? Bucket creating with private permissions.
I need to drop it sharp in 4 minutes from now.
Yeah, even I also.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's upload the object. Add files. So I'm uploading some file. Click on upload. While uploading itself, I want to choose grant public read access. Can I upload like this?
Maybe it will throw an error.
Yes, it will throw error. How can you upload with public permissions if your bucket is private? You have closed your apartment main gate and you are inviting your friend by opening your main door. How can he come? If the outside gate was closed and inside your main door was open, there is no use, right? Even if you open that door. So always you have to make sure your bucket should be public. If you want to your object public means your bucket should be also having public permissions. Okay. See, it is failed to upload. No. Normally, if you want to upload, so add files. select object normally. Normally means like with private permissions you can upload. Upload succeeded because bucket is private, object also private. Copy URL, unable to access, access denied. Now, if you want to make this public, you need to first enable bucket public. For that, go to permissions, bucket permissions, blocking all public access is on, right? Edit, uncheck. That means now it is public. Now my bucket will be public. Now I can enable object also public. Go to actions, another method. Go to actions, make public. Make public. Now both are public. Now let's try to access. Is it accessible?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all for today. We'll continue S3 topics in tomorrow's session. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, Arvind, I got dropped off, my laptop crashed. Can you send the video right away? This way I can watch it later today.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it in 1 hour.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.